Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel, I hope you're all doing well. It's Monday, start of a new week that I can already anticipate you will be extremely long until we play the game Juve-Frosinone of Sunday 12:30 p.m. in our home. And in this week, we'll not speak a lot about that game. I can guarantee you that until Saturday press conference of Max, nobody will care about that game. In this week, we will probably speak, and the papers will report it, and that's why we'll speak about it, about fixing this Juve that is in an extremely difficult moment. All of us, supporters, we will try to find solutions to fix it, from extreme solutions to temporary solutions, but also to future solutions. Mercato, players in, players out, technical staff changing at the end of the season or immediately changing. Whatever creative solution, we will talk about it in this video because that will be, and I can guarantee you, the topic of this week. Now, if you didn't yet, please put a maximum of like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and we start with the first big page of Corriere dello Sport that is writing Max Grazie Galliani. We know it, Max has a fantastic relationship with Galliani, ex-vice president of Milan, that is now, I don't know if it's owner or the manager, the CEO from Monza. Anyway, he's at Monza. Yesterday, Monza won 4-2 against Milan. That's why Max Allegri saying thank you to his ex-mentor Galliani. Now, yes, it's good. Of course, we were all thinking, we were all nearly sure that Milan at the end of Matchday 25 would have been over Juventus in the ranking of Serie A, with more points, with a nearly sure win over Monza, which yesterday they were not able to do. I watched the game, especially the second half. I watched the first half, I was doing something else, and I have to say that even after the 2-0 win from Monza, after 53, 54 minutes, I told to myself, Milan will come back. And first the Giroud goal, then the Pulisic equalizer. I said, I know how it finished these kind of games. Luckily, destiny decided it had to finish otherwise, with not one, but 2 goals of Monza. Of course, I was happy. Of course, I was relieved. Of course, I said, grazie Monza, grazie Paladino. I wanted to thank Paladino, ex-Juve, instead of Galliani, of course. On the other side, I didn't agree when I was reading online and here on the channel and so on, the messages that said, thanks to Milan, we are now second, not thanks of us. On that one, I don't 100% agree. For what reason? Because if today Juventus in the ranking of Serie A, we have 54 points, it's thanks to Juve. If Milan has 52 points, it's thanks to Milan. If Juve is second, far away from Inter, it's because of Juve. If Milan is at -2 of Juve, it's because of Milan. That's important to say. It's not the Monza win over Milan and thanks to that we are second. No, Juventus is second in Serie A thanks to what we did. And also because of what we did. And that's why we are not close to Inter. And that was something that I really wanted to say, because otherwise we go crazy. And no, because everything that happens on the other side, it's thanks to the other ones. And then it's because of Juve, because of you. No. You see, you understand what I try to explain? That's an important difference. We are there because and thanks to us. As the other ones, they are in their position because and thanks to us. What is important, it's not that much the Milan game. Because as a Juventino, I want to be first. The first spot is already gone. Let's be honest, even more after Matchday 25. It is gone. Finishing second, I want to finish second because it's better second than third. On the other side, if we want to qualify to Champions League, what is the difference between second and third? Not that much, because both of the team, they will qualify. What is really actually making me scared, but then I will be really controversial today, it's also making me happy in a way, are the other results. Because if you're looking at the match day of Serie A, what are the results that are really strange, or actually putting pressure on Juve? It's the win 3-0 from Atalanta over Sassuolo. It's the win from Bologna 2-1 over Lazio. Because we had a huge gap with the 5th position. I don't know how many gaps, but it was double digit that we had over the 5th position, where we were extremely comfortable. Well, that gap from double digit and more, I believe it was 15 points, something like that, it's only 9 points now. with 13 games to play. So it's not anymore that much comfortable, that position. -9. Atalanta is at the moment 4th also with -9 with 1 game to play. They could potentially even be at -6. Well, I tell you, that's a really big problem. In terms of pressure, now, it's not anymore playing and try to stick with Inter that is the problem. I don't care that much about Milan. If they won yesterday, would have been second. Okay, good, no bad. I wanted to finish second, so I'm super happy. But it's the other ones that are putting pressure now. And when I'm telling you that I wanted to be a bit controversial today, I tell you in a way it's good. Why? Because a few weeks ago, I believe 1 week ago, after the Udinese game, or even before the Udinese game, I told you my big fear, if I look at the past, the recent past, is that from the moment that Juventus has no objectives anymore, boom, they totally collapse. And most of the time, in recent history, it happens towards the 4th or 5th game to play. Really at the end of the season, where if you win, you lose at the end, your ranking will not change a lot. Well, I was scared that saying goodbye to the Scudetto, but having that big comfortable gap over the 5th one, we were virtually already qualified to Champions League, we were already virtually out of the race of the Scudetto, that Juventus would have give up on everything. And this is actually what happened in Udinese. This is actually what happened in Verona. Now, knowing that Bologna is pushing, Atalanta is pushing, and they are coming closer, well, Juventus could potentially, thanks to the pressure of the back, saying, oh, pay attention, huh? Wake up now immediately. Otherwise, that will be a big problem because we could potentially also risk to be out of the top 4. So, in a way, the pressure of the one behind, and I'm not speaking about Milan, but Atalanta and Bologna, could potentially be that electroshock that Juventus need. Now, of course, I would have loved to be qualified already in Champions League. Not the case at the moment. Now, I wanted to speak about other things, because we already spoke about that one. Huijsen, yesterday, Frosinone, Roma. I watched the game because we know it. We also, a lot of Juventini are watching Frosinone because of Sule, because of Barrenechea, because of Caio Giorgi. Of course, when Roma is playing, some people are still emotionally attached to Paulo Dybala. Other people, they really want to follow the growth of Huijsen. Yesterday, Huijsen played in that 4-man defense as a starter. And he scored at a certain moment, that 1-0 that is fantastic. And when he's taking the ball at the half of the field, and he's going alone, dribbling, and going with his right foot, I had absolutely no doubt that he would take his chance. Absolutely no doubt that he will score. Why? Because I already watched that goal when he was playing in 3rd division with the next gen, scoring against Foggia. I was sure on it. If I was fast and I could have bet on Huijsen will score that goal, I would have been rich today. Because I was 100% convinced. And this is Huijsen, a guy that has the left foot, the right foot, can go with both foot on target, has a precision that is just fantastic. When he has the ball on his feet, he's fantastic. The goal is crazy. We watched a few crazy goals yesterday and the day before. The one against Juve was Puskas Award. The one of Huijsen was absolutely a beauty. And I'm super happy for the kid. Extremely happy because you know it. There are some players where I told you, or a lot of players when they are young, I always told you, calma, tranquilli, give them time. And then there are some players like that where I anticipate you already and I put my hand on it and I in the fire and I tell you, Sule, I was sure about it. Huijsen, I was convinced about it. Now, we go in psychodrama. From, I'm happy for the kid because I was sure that he would do well. And I'm super happy for the fantastic goal that he's scoring. And we go in psychodrama in everything negative. Why did we loan him out? What a bad mistake. Why didn't he play more with Juve? Why this? Why this? Why this? It's a total disaster because of him, because of him. We have a management that don't understand about football. We have a coach that don't understand about football. Huijsen over Alexandro, and it's going in psychodrama. It's going from something nice, something beautiful that we transform in negativity. And this one was not beautiful for me, at least to read, because it's a pity. The joy that you have, it transforms itself if, oh ragazzi, did you watch really Frosinone Roma? Did you watch that first half? Did you watch that actually when Frosinone was attacking? Well, 3, if not 4 times, they were able to score, nearly to score. The best, or the MVP, was the goalkeeper of Roma, especially in that first half, saving everything and nothing. And a lot of time, it also came from some mistakes of Huijsen, like in the really beginning of the game, he was about to do another penalty. Now, I'm not blaming the guy. I'm just telling you that when we do a loan, we hope, or at least I hope, that he will do well. Already 2 goals scored, and that's fantastic for an 18-year-old kid in Serie A, a defender nonetheless. That's fantastic, but it is normal that he's playing. It is normal that he's doing mistakes, and I hope, like we see, that he continue to do beautiful things. When he's doing beautiful things, I am extremely happy, because I don't want to loan someone and saying, oh, I hope he does bad. Because if he does bad, that means that Juve was right to loan him out. No! When we loan a player, I hope he does well, because doing well, he proves that we have a beautiful jewel in our hands. And then we can or take him back or sell him. I heard that Roma is interested. Juventus, they want a lot of money. Will Roma have that money? I have no idea. On the other side, Juventus, they were really clear. A dry loan. You go 6 months and you come back. You try to do the best that you can. You try to learn a lot and you come back to Juve. And that's important. So I'm happy that he's doing well, but I want to be objective now. Yesterday, he did a lot of mistakes, and that's totally normal in a group of mistakes that led him also to be subbed out immediately at the 45th minute, even if he scored that fantastic, beautiful 1-0. Well, Daniele De Rossi said, already a yellow card. The guy made some mistakes that were a bit shaky in the back. Okay, I gave him trust, I let him go out, and he will play the next game probably. So that's why I believe we have also to be balanced now. You can't judge only alone that we did the biggest mistake of our world because he scored a banger or worldie. No, you have to check everything. Now, we continue because we are already speaking about Huijsen and Roma and Frosinone way too much. Speaking about Frosinone is a team that yesterday lost 3-0. But I watched the game, I can tell you in that first half, they totally deserve to score at least 2 goals. And I'm a bit afraid. If Juventus is really not concentrated, if they don't enter with the right behavior, if they enter as they entered against Udinese and Verona, we will concede. And the problem is when Juventus concedes, they can't go and score. Or at least this is what the story is telling us. So the Frosinone game, I can't even speak. I'm already a bit scared. I tell you the truth. Now, Tuttosport is writing, Gioca la vecchia Juve. The old lady is playing. What are they referring to? That yesterday, in the day off of the players, there was a meeting between Max Allegri, the management, Giuntoli, etc., where they spoke about how do we have to go out of it. It's something totally normal. In good moments, you are doing meetings. In normal moments, you are doing meetings. When the things are doing bad, of course, you are doing meetings. Of course, this is happening in every single company in the world. This is happening in every single club, football club in the world. Well, they spoke about it, and now they are also counting on the leaders of the team, the one that are a bit more experienced. Who are the players that they are counting on? Danilo, Szczesny, Rabiot, to take the lead, to speak to the team as well, to show also attributes. So, yesterday, there was a meeting with Max Allegri, Giuntoli. Today, there will be a meeting with the big players. There will also be a meeting with the entire team, where not only Max Allegri will speak, but also the leaders of the team. I repeat you, Szczesny, Danilo, Rabiot, and trying to find that electroshock. Max Allegri was not able yet to find the right words, the right way to wake up the team. Now, with Bologna, with Atalanta pressing, we have to find the right words. With the management support, with the technical staff support, but also with the leaders support. Leaders that we were missing in recent days. We were really missing them. The good news, Danilo can speak. The bad news is that he will not be there against Frosinone. He has a mission, is to play against Napoli, even if I'm a bit scared that he will miss that game and he will be back for the game after Napoli. So I think that he will miss not 1 but 2 games. Juventus is thinking about the Mercato, about the future, and the news is that Manna, Juventus, Manna, was at the stadium for Lazio against Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich is in a total difficulty. Yesterday they lost again 3-2. They are now at -8 from Leverkusen. The Harry Kane tax. You sign a fantastic striker that is able to score, that will probably win the Capocannoniere, the top scorer of the league. But on the other side, from the moment that he's in your team, he has that aura of, I don't win a single cup. It's a disaster. It's really a disaster. Anyway, Juventus was there not for Harry Kane, luckily, in a way, but they were there for other players. Mazraoui. Mazraoui is not the first time that we're speaking about him. We know already everything about Mazraoui. Well, they were back. They are looking for someone to reinforce the defense. And when I hear the name of Mazraoui, when I hear Felipe Anderson or the other names that are circulating at Juventus, I don't know who will be the coach next year. But what I know is that Juventus is really trying, with the names that we have on the Mercato for the future, to really go towards a 4-3-3. Really. That's what I think. Juventus, in some games already now, not with a lot of conviction, is already trying to play a 4-3-3 in some parts of games, which means that in some training session, the idea to evolve towards a 4-3-3 is there. At the moment, not complete. Why? Because we are missing some men. But when you hear Mazraoui, when you hear that you want to reinforce yourself with some players offensively, maybe a comeback of Soule, maybe that play 4-3-3, pay attention for the future. Going off the 3-5-2. Not only Mazraoui, but also a Goretzka that didn't decide yet what to do with his future. Also Goretzka, not the first time that we are speaking about him, linked to other teams. Now, of course, when players are coming in, players are going out. And who are the players that could potentially go out for a Goretzka and a Mazraoui? Are Wea, that until today didn't entirely convinced, but there are some offers also for Wea. On the other side, also Adrien Rabiot, that is followed by a lot of big teams. The last team that is really following Rabiot, we already mentioned it a few weeks ago, is Bayern Munich. So Goretzka, Mazraoui from Bayern to Juve could be a possibility. We are far away from a reality, but could be a possibility, while Wea and Rabiot could potentially leave. Voices. Rabiot, we already said it. We have absolutely no idea. He wants to wait the month of April, the month of May, before taking a decision. What is really scaring me is the Mercato voices, but that's really scaring me, about United and Bremer. Why? Because it's something that is really always there. Since a few weeks is always there. United on Bremer, United on Bremer, United on Bremer, with a few months ago, if not one year ago, Bremer said, one day I would love to play in Premier League. At the moment, Manchester United, I don't know if it's a right choice, but Juventus thinking about it. I would think that it's really a pity, because this season, Bremer has been fantastic. We waited for him the first season, because he was good, but not fantastic. This season has been really fantastic. Now, on the other side, I always told you that Bremer in a 4-man defense is not ideal. He's good, he evolved, he did progressions, but it's not ideal. And they are looking for Calafiori, that is also playing a 3-man defense, but not sure. Is Juventus really thinking, okay, if we have to do some sacrifice on the market because we want to evolve towards a 4-3-3, well, cashing in on Bremer is the best solution. We have a Jalot, we have a comeback of Huijsen that is already playing 4-man defense at Roma, so maybe the fact that they sucked Mourinho from a 3-man defense going to a 4-man defense can even be better for Huijsen, that we were all scared that he would not play anymore in that 4-man defense. Well, maybe those strategies are going towards a goodbye to Bremer, cashing in after his season of this year. Well, the prices can go really, really up. Now, what are the names to replace him? They are speaking about Reinildo, they are speaking about Pavlovic, about Kelly. There are some names. Juventus is really thinking about what to do for the future. Now, let's see. If you want to know about the next gen, because sometimes you're asking me, Beppe, what about the next gen? Yesterday, they went for their 10th consecutive positive results. Only a 1-1, but that is moving the ranking much better than the beginning of the season. Yesterday, if you want to know, a 2005 player, Angele, played fantastically well. Beautiful goal from the 18-year-old kid. That was it for me. I hope you enjoyed the video. That was long, but we spoke a lot about other teams, but also about Juventus. Grazie, forza! Juve.